Hi guys, this is Jess with all signs. Since you've been gone, we're gonna look at each sign and see what's been happening with the person on your mind since you have been gone out of their life. For those of you who are interested in the 2023 yearly reading for your sign and all the others, do check out the link in the description box below. Let's get into the reading. Aries. Well, what's been going on with them since you've been gone? Money up. They've been having some money issues. Okay, they may not have made some good money moves, but it looks like they may recover from their money problems here. How are they seeing you at this time? Like a lover, and may not have been the most honest lover, someone that may have gotten away from them, someone who loved and left them in a lurch. They feel like they could have had forever with you. This is someone who still wants forever with you. I felt that strong, but the cards are confirming it. They feel like the two of you were meant to be and you were still supposed to be. They definitely still want you. So the person I'm talking about, Aries, they still want you. Your feelings for them, you still care about them too, and you're still waiting on the sidelines, quiet as kept. So what's the problem? Why was there a breakup? What? Why was there a breakup? Oh, somebody's ego got the better of them. Someone had issues. It definitely could have been one of you may have been living a false reality, and it kind of got found out. There was some secrets that were hidden behind the scenes, and it kind of came out, and it kind of, created a problem in the relationship. How are you going to feel about you in the future? They're coming to terms with it, Aries. They're coming to terms with it. They're going to be holding back. They will still reminisce about you. This is a mourning, and they will mourn you over time. This isn't something that they're going to get out of their system really easily. No. Right now, they're still in that, I want you. I still want this forever. I'm still reminiscing about what could have been and what was in the moment. You still have feelings for them as well. Some of you may want to be friends and still be cordial, but there's still feelings ruminating for you as well. But they will mourn you, and they will let this go over time. Okay, I do see them holding back quite a bit, so you may not hear from this person, but probably by Scorpio season they will feel like they've gotten you out of their system. That's what I have with Aries. Now let's look at Taurus. Well, Taurus, this person, since you've been gone, they may have been experiencing some great opportunities. They may have been focusing on accomplishing a goal, and it actually it's working out better for them. They also may have love coming up down the line for them. But let's look at what do they think about you right now? Well, love and forgiveness. A baby could also be on their mind of what used to be, excuse me. They are feeling the effects of the separation and the loss of you, absolutely. And they still would like to kind of make amends, if that makes sense. But heartbreak and pain, this heartbreak with them or realizing the effects that you have on them is going to come out of nowhere. And it may kick up out of nowhere for them. Their feelings for you. They think highly of you. This is a card where someone can see marriage, children, long-term growth and stability with you. That's what they feel that comes along with you, Taurus, no matter man or woman. And you can heighten and you can make their life better because of the quality individual that you are. Wow, amazing. How do you see them? As a sneaky, dirty dog that ran hot and cold and is very moody and emotional at times and wasn't the most honest. Wow. But you still want to see what's going on, though. You still have those strong feelings for them, too. You're not all the way over them completely, but you're not so... And you're not so gone over them either, because Uranus has been working on you. So you're not so attached to anyone, really, but you do feel a strong connection with them. They feel this for you. Oh, wow. They may feel like you're a hard nut to crack, but they're willing to break down your walls, right? They may feel like there has been a lot, and it took a lot to get through to you or to get to you. They also may be anticipating a lot of fallouts and a little bit of drama, like kind of like unnecessary drama that they may be anticipating that's going to go on between the two of you. Okay, but they're hoping that it would be a great, fresh, new start. Although they're anticipating if the two of you were to see each other or anticipate something again, it can get drama filled. What are their feelings going to be for you in the future? Walking away. You know, they don't want to, but they are going to walk away because I feel you're in their mind a lot. And they feel like in order to rid themselves of just holding on to something that isn't a reality anymore for them, they're going to walk away. But do not fret, because they will circle back around. Who knows when, though? They will be moving really slow to circle back around to you, but they will be open to you as well. Damn, you want to answer? No, I don't see this turning into a relationship. I feel someone is a bit wounded. Someone may even be incapable of more of a traditional way of having a relationship. You do have like some new person coming into your life that wants to kind of woo you and date you, or be wooed and be wooed by you and want you to date them. That's what I have for Taurus. Now let's look at Gemini. So since you've been gone, this person has been making moves. They may have a new car or started some type of new role in their life and they may be going on a journey. If it's not like a physical vehicle, they could be embarking on a new journey in their life and feeling brand new, if that makes sense. They still think of you sexually big time. Do you hear me? A lot. How do they see you, Gemini? Well, some of you may do tarot, but they feel like there's a part of you that may have been looking and watching them, stalking them, especially if they know that you do tarot. They may say like, yeah, they pull cards on me or look me up and watching me and watching my platforms or whatever, that sort of thing. But they do find you to be inquisitive, kind of like recluse, like they can't really put a finger on you, Gemini. 1 minute you're here, 1 minute you're there, and you are known to keep quite a lot of secrets. So who's this person to you? Someone that you had to cut out, someone that you wanted something real with, you really did, and you may have felt like, I waited around for this person, or I gave my ... But now you see clearly now, and you feel like it's the best thing for you to have done. You may have found your voice. You may have told them, or gave them a what for. For some of you, you may have just cut them out, got a reality check, cut them out, and moved on from the situation. You still want them. You think about them. You still hold on to them, especially if it's a fire sign. You still hold on to this person. Some of you may feel like even though you are out there seeing and dealing with other people, you're still thinking, what happened? I wonder, you're still wondering about them. Okay, so it's that person, whoever you're over here wondering about, it's them. What's their feelings for you, Gemini? Well, that flipped out. Wow. But the card and it literally flew out. So they're thinking of you. You're thinking of them. So whoever you're thinking of, believe me, they're thinking about you. They're wishing things could have been differently. They do still have feelings for you. That's for sure. Why did you break up? Somebody was a player. Somebody was given to too many people, and that was very problematic. Do they still want you back? Well, they definitely would like you to stroke their ego. They want to hear from you. They even may want to know the truth. They may feel like the two of you need to talk. But this person isn't someone who may even give relationships too much credence, right? They're more self-focused. They're more about stroke my ego, make me feel good, that type of thing. How are they going to feel about you in the future, Gemini? You could hear from them. you can hear from them. There could be communications that come out of nowhere, and it could ramp things up. And there could be, you learn more than what you thought. Someone could be disappointed, and that's what they're telling you, how disappointed, or you're sharing. I just get disappointment. So either they're hearing that from you, or they're conveying that to you, or they're thinking about, excuse me, thinking about how disappointing the whole situation is. Okay. It's not going to be easy to rid yourself of them or them you. I feel like the two of you would think of each other, years to come, even not being in one another's lives. I don't necessarily see it coming back together. I do see a lot of thinking, reminiscing, contemplating about what once was. But as you can see, this person has outgrown situations. So you have outgrown that person. You may just really be attached to them, you, because of the connection that you shared. That's what I have for Gemini. Let's get Cancer. Cancer, since you've been gone, this person has not been able to let you go. They want to call you, but they keep telling themselves no. They're still obsessed over you, think of you, during, times of need, put it that way. You're on their mind. How do they see you at the moment? As someone that just kind of like escaped out of their life, probably without closure. You left an alert, or you left them with questions, and still unanswered questions is what it looks like to me. Why did you guys break up? Things were moving super slow, and you could have found some things out. You really start to see a person for who they were. Something about money was more of a theme, and that kind of came, some things about money or a person's intentions started to come to the surface, and that may have been the reason why. How do you see them? As someone that wants to come back, you may know that, but you also may feel like that was then, this is now. And, I've had my time of putting that behind me, but I know they want to come back or they want me to come back. It's that type of thing. What's your feelings for them? You've made a decision. For some of you, you would go one more time again sexually. You may feel like it was more of a sex-based relationship where now you're more sexually inclined toward them, maybe not so much love related. That makes sense. Yeah. You would deal with them only on your terms. Their feelings for you, secretly, they still are in love with you, but they know that you're not single or they're not single. So it would turn into like a threesome, but they know that this is still a deep connection for them secretly. And if they're into tarot, astrology, that sort of thing, they're definitely going to get some readings on you. Their feelings for you in the future, Cancer, dreaming, daydreaming. Some of you may be dealing with a Pisces, but dreaming and daydreaming about you. They're going to think about you day and night, Cancer. I mean, at work, they think about you. And when they're sleeping, when they're in their thoughts, they dream about you. They reminisce about you. So a lot of thinking. You're still very much in their energy big time. Their feelings for you in the future, to love you. Damn, Cancer. This person's not giving up. They're not giving up. They want that love that you gave to them because they feel like you taught them how to love. You taught them something about love that they did not have. Or they felt a love for you that they hadn't had or haven't had in a long time. And they still want it again. You mourn them, but and you're kind of hopeful that either everything works out in their life. I feel like this is more like you want to kind of move on, but you can't disconnect from the thoughts and the loss of it all. When you get back together, the two of you definitely have the possibility of getting back together. I'd be shocked if you're not in communication and they're not trying to win your love again already. But they're definitely going to want to try to make amends and get back into alignment with you. And I do see that the love can start all over again. That's what I have for Cancers. Now let's look at Leo. Okay, so Leo, since your person has been gone, things have definitely gotten or will be getting better for them. There's some things, if this was a secret, some secrets came out and that may have ended your relationship. Over time, they're going to be thankful for it. This person is embarking in new things in their life, a new career, they may be going back to school, getting some training, really focusing on themselves. Now, looks like the breakup was caused by infidelity, other people, again, secrets coming out, a major decision that needed to be made between the two of you. And it almost felt like it could have come out of nowhere. Even if this is things people knew about, like the proverbial ending could have come out of nowhere. They see you as someone who may not be doing so well financially, or they may look at you like you have created a mess or a pickle in some sort. You could also be feeling the effects of the loss here. Okay. You see them as someone who is still lovable and loving, and may have just loved you, right? And probably want to forgive and forget and love anew, if that makes any sense. The person that's on your mind since you've been gone. They would like to get in a healthy place with you over time because they want it to be real and authentic. I don't even feel like you have someone here who wants a relationship. You guys may share children, or there may be a reason why there's still a need to be in each other's lives. They acknowledge that, and they're willing to do it in a sincere way. But they also know that it takes time. So over time, they will be willing to reestablish a more healthier connection. And if this person was helping you financially, do know that they will give to you over time. Probably not as much as they were giving you, but you will get from them over time. And I do feel like you are still very attracted to them. You find them attractive, but there may be a part of you that's exploring other things as well. Now, let's keep going. Their feelings for you in the future will probably be to try to get your attention. For some of you, this could definitely have a lot to do with, like, you have a child together, or children, or you run business together. There's still something going on between the two of you. If there's none of that, then this person will try to circle back around and get your attention, and they will use gifts, money. They know what your defense how to disarm you. So they'll use what they know that will disarm you, and it probably has something to do with money, a gift, or something like that. Okay, how do you feel about them in the future? Thinking about going their way, but also knowing that it's time to put an end to this. So for some of you Leos, this could be a on again, off again, a back and forth type of situation. And it does seem to be another person or other people involved on either of your sides. So you may know that it's time to really put an end to this once and for all. But there's a part of you, and it could be the sexual part, that finds you wanting to go back again, not for a long time, but for a good time. Outcome for you too. Someone's going to demand a person's attention, and it's going to be up to one of you, not sure who, to put their foot down once and for all, create boundaries to end this once and for all. Because if not, it'll keep going on and on and on again. That's what I have for Leos. Now let's get Virgo. Well, Virgo, you kind of will be able to tell better than anyone if what this person is experiencing, just based on what you may be experiencing. Are you hurt over the breakup? Are you thinking about them? Are you missing them? Because the tables have turned. So either they're now experiencing hurt and you're free from it, or vice versa. And this person is being tested in their life, but they're also going to pass their test. How they see you. They're stressed out. Make no mistakes about it. They're stressed the hell out. Like, they can't go anywhere and their brain is just on 10, okay, 1,000. You were supposed to be there long term. You were supposed to be their marriage, there forever, that type of thing. How did you see them? As kind of like, this person was always someone, no matter how committed it always seemed like they were 2 minutes from kind of switching up on you. This was always an energy where you never felt completely comfortable or secure in this relationship, because they are kind of an adventurer, a person that lives life on their own terms, whether you like it or not. And they are someone that will switch up on you quite a bit. This is also somebody that you acknowledge that they're a very hardworking person, and they have some excuse me, they have some sort of trend-setting ability. They're very much an individual, and people find them quite fascinating, put it that way. Their feelings for you right now, just highs and lows. They're in their feelings over you. They're in their head and their heart over you. And they're not in a good place because, again, the reality is now they're single. And they honestly don't want to be single. And they damn sure don't want you to be single. Your feelings for them, right? You're conflicted. I'm going to leave it like this. The card just felt funny when I pulled it. But you're conflicted. And it's a lot of internal mental stuff that you go through by yourself that people probably know, but listen, you're not talking about, they're not talking about it either, because you do still care for this person. So you're still going through the process, and there's still love there. You may want to be friends down the line, and who knows where that can go. What broke you up? Oh, karmic. This was a karmic relationship. And it had to end. Okay. I don't know if you guys learned any lessons, but it was a very karmic relationship. What are their feelings going to be for you in the future? A lot of people are getting this card of letting a situation go, kind of having a good cry and mourn it and let it go. When I tell you for this person, Virgo, it is going to be a process to finally close that chapter and move on from you. It's hard. They may physically move if you guys live anywhere around each other just to distance themselves from you, because even if you don't live in the same neighborhood, but your remnants of you is still around. So they may be looking out for you. And the only way to really close the cycle, they may have to move. It's that serious for them. Your feelings for them in the future, you're going to be getting readings on them, watching this for them. May tell people you're okay. Not really. You're going to capitalize off of this. So if anyone knows about this relationship, like if you're known and you have some type of a public status, you'll use this in for your benefit. There's some type of blessing that comes out of this situation that you will benefit from. Don't know what that will be, and you will also heal leaps and bounds. This person may be a bit on a struggle bus, but you seem to be able to heal leaps and bounds. Outcome between the two of you, getting together. Be careful with this getting together energy just for one night, just for a good time type of thing, because it could be very problematic for one of you. I kind of want to say your person, they may just need to mourn you and move on because they really can't handle the reality of not being with you the way that they want to. So try not to let a drunken night or just kind of going with the flow and going out with the person, because it can lend itself to a lot of other things that will be problematic for them. That's what they need to realize. That's what I have for Virgos. Now let's look at Libra. Well, Libra, since you've been gone, you have someone who, how did this get, what the heck? You have someone who, wait guys. Okay, you have someone, Libras, sorry for the shaking. You have someone, Libras, that has their life is starting anew. They got money coming, a new job or a new business venture. They're all about money and elevating in their life as far as material pursuits is what it looks like. How do they see you? Someone who was almost cutthroat, who cut their love off, but still like you still have love for them, or you're still a loving person, but you may have initiated cutting them off. So kind of cold and callous almost. How do you see them as a party, fun time person? So you may feel like you had to do what you had to do. Enough is enough. This is very much player energy, whether it be a female player, male player, but it was just too many people, too much drama going on in a relationship. Their feelings for you. You know, this is someone who is very practical and looks at you in a very practical sort of way. So they want to work on the relationship and repair it, but they may not have faith in you, or they may not feel like you have faith in them, because they may feel like there's a lot of things, secrets, and hidden things that still would go on between the two of you. Your feelings for them. You just keep saying how you had to make a decision to choose you over this relationship. You may feel like it was the best thing or for you and them, freeing yourself from it, liberating yourself from the relationship. Too much, somebody's ego, overindulgence. Somebody may have believed the hype about themselves, something like that, where it was all about one person versus the other, and that could have caused the demise of the relationship. Their feelings for you in the future. You have someone who may watch you, see what you're up to, be intrigued by you, and then they get depressed if you're having too much of a good time. If they see you with a person, if they realize that Libra, you're moving on, they're moving on, they may get depressed. People may say, well, what's wrong with you? That type of thing. They can't keep up with their home. They may really fall into a subconscious depression or eating bad foods, that type of thing. In the future, Libra, you better do it. Libra's like, listen, have a good life. You're a rock star. Libra is like, it was what it was and it's no longer. I do feel like you do reminisce about them. You guys may share children. So there is some sentiment there. You've known them for a long time. They carry a significance in your life, but significance or not, you're so much happier where you are now. I don't even see you ever contemplating wanting to be with them again. What will happen in the future between the two of you? Honestly, I feel like there will be a need for closure for one of you. One of you who is just not capable of really loving the other person will seek refuge, would even seek validation in some kind of way. One of you are going to need, and I feel like it's coming from them, will need almost like a forgive and forget. Please forgive me. Please, that type of thing. Please let me know that we're in a good place. We're okay here. I feel like if someone's been silent, someone's going to break their silence. They may break their silence and want to kind of, again, share their feelings for you. And you will, you respond nicely to them, but contemplating going back in that direction just gives you a headache and a migraine. It's like, I can't do it. That's what I have for Libras. Let's look at Scorpio. Okay, so Scorpio, since you've been gone, their feelings have changed for you. They have thought to call you many times, but they've stopped themselves. How do they see you at this moment? Someone that may still be waiting. Someone that was waiting on them and things kind of got a little messy. So it could have gotten dramatic because someone was waiting too long. How do you see them right now? Sweet. You reminisce about those sweet times together. Even though you acknowledge that this person had a cold demeanor about them, as sweet and loving as they could be, is as cold and detached as they could be, just the same, and then turn around and want to be sweet again. So you kind of think about those moments, but you're more in a happier thoughts about them. You miss them, Scorpio. Their feelings for you at this time is thinking about you. They think about you a lot. They still hold on to the fact of what could have been between the two of you. They think of how could this even come back together again? Is it possible for us to come back together again? This is something that could come back together again, literally out of the blue. Like you won't see it coming. So don't be surprised if it comes out of the blue. Your feelings for them may be that they needed to take on a relationship and be more serious. They may have been stressing you the hell out. This could have been a relationship where one person wanted a commitment, couldn't get it. It was a lot of stress, a lot of aggravation. There was some money being hidden, things about money, and who they really are, and who you found out that they were, created a lot of stress in your life, a lot. What ended the two of you? Damn, these cards are singing. What is going on? What ended the two of you? This is interesting. I don't know if somebody found out somebody had a kid. There was others on the sidelines, or feeling like one of you no longer wanted this relationship. If there was a bit like you had a business together, business became more of a focus than the love that you shared. The children became more of a focus. And honestly, someone was very manipulating. One of you were very loyal and committed and satisfied. The other person kind of had an insatiable appetite, wanted a lot. And may have had a lot of Gemini, Virgo, Mercurial energy, and was very crafty, really knew how to get what they want, and didn't like to deny themselves of anything. That could have caused a wedge between the two of you, and two people kind of like living their own life. Kind of took its toll on a relationship is what it looks like to me. One, if not both of you, kind of wanting to explore life outside of this relationship. It may have been carrying on that way for quite some time. Their feelings for you in the future. It's almost like the tables are going to turn. So they're going to be waiting on you, and maybe not being able to wait any longer, and almost demanding that they see you, if that makes sense. Your feelings for them in the future. Be careful. You may like it. You may like their theatrics and their dramatic acts toward you. You may feel like you have this person wrapped around your finger and you know exactly what to do to get what you want out of them. Be careful with that, though. Where is this going in the future between the two of you? What's going to happen? You know, coming back together will happen, especially if there's children involved. That'll bring the two of you back together. But I want to say almost like sickness that plagues the connection between the two of you will persist. Someone has money woes. Hopefully it's not health woes, but there's some woes going on that contributes to the problems of this relationship. And that's still going to be present, even though I do see in the future the two of you will miss each other. And if there's any children or anything that could bring the two of you back together, it will. But very soon after the problems that led to the breakup, you will still feel almost immediately after like a good time together or exchanging those feelings of missing one another. That's what I have for Scorpio. Now let's look at Sagittarius. Okay, well, since you've been gone, this person has really been very productive. They may have changed completely. Like they're going to the gym, they're working out, they're getting more healthy within themselves. So it's pretty interesting. They may still struggle with allowing someone to love them or opening their heart, especially if that was the issues between the two of you to begin with. Why did they break up? Somebody had a bit of a play away, and this is definitely, it was karmic. So there was this person could have come back in your life, you them, to test the other, if not both of you, to see if you've learned lessons. It's very karmic, so it was all about lessons in this relationship. How do they see you right now? They're reminiscing about you, thinking about you, thinking about the times together, wanting to spend time with you, get together with you. But this is someone that may have a lot of options or felt like you had a lot of options. How do you see them? It's someone who may not be interested, someone who can run hot and cold, someone who may have had you waiting at times, someone who may have come across like they were uninterested, right? Or just didn't take good care of themselves. So you might be shocked to know that they're now taking better care of themselves. Okay. Their feelings for you, Sagittarius? Wait a minute. I'm gonna show you. You know, this is a bit of bitterness. I feel like this person could be a bit bitter. They may have felt like, you know, you loved them and you left them alone to some extent. But they may feel like, you know, they're not interested anymore. Yeah, it's saying the same thing. It's saying the same thing. They just made it. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. But they are realizing that they just need to, you know, be by themselves or be done with you, that sort of thing. You have lingered in their system for quite some time, and remnants of you are still there. Your feelings for them, it's crazy. You're letting them go too, and it hasn't been easy for you either. So the two of you have been kind of working the other person out of their system. That's what it looks like. Their feelings for you in the future, they're going to be missing you, wanting to see you, trying to make some concessions to see you, maybe offering to take you on a date, buying a little trinket for you, but definitely want to physically see you, physically wanting to spend some time with you. So do expect possibly for this person to come back around. It is for a great, good, fun time. That's what they're looking for, a great, good, fun time. And they will find themselves stalking and watching you. So do know if this person, you don't hear from them, they are watching you in some kind of way, however way that they can. Okay. Your feelings for them in the future. What? Try not to use alcohol or anything to kind of numb yourself from the situation, because it may be difficult to fully overcome them. But use this time to be happy. And some of you may be happy and satisfied in where you are in life. It's taking you, it's a process, because I keep saying a move or moving or whatever this goal you're accomplishing. It is a task. Like it's a lot, put it that way. I can't think of the word. But you may be happy in your life. Okay. You may be feeling better about where you are and wishing them well. Okay. Listen to me. This person comes back into your life for a good time. This could develop into something real, something appropriate. The two of you will be more appropriate toward each other. It seems like as time goes on, after we get past May, like when we get into Taurus season, this can kick back up again, and you may find yourself in a relationship with this person. I would say take it slow, Sagittarius, but it definitely could turn into something quite real here. So that's what I have for Sagittarius. Let's look at Capricorn. Capricorn, why do you guys always have an ex going crazy? This person's going crazy. They're yeah, they need sight. They need help. Like they need to ask for help. They need to go and get some therapy. They need help. They're finding themselves in constant secular cycles where they're meeting the wrong people. It's all karmic. And they're getting themselves caught up in a lot of runner chaser relationships. It's just a mess for them. How do they see you, Capricorn? That's crazy. Oh my goodness. They're stressed out over you, missing you. They may feel like you're stressed out over them because you miss them. But I feel like this is more than you, especially with those other couple of cards. Why did you break up? You know, this relationship could have gotten pretty violent. It could have gotten where it's like you really love each other. You almost, it's like, it's kind of weird. It's almost like we're more better. We kind of come across like siblings or cousins, or it was that kind of closeness. But when it came, but then other times it got real action packed, and it could have gotten a little too much out of hand. You know, love and a little abuse to some extent is what could have been going on here. Your feelings for them at the moment? You may have, okay, wait a minute. You still hold them at a high regard. I don't feel like you guys want to be with this person. You may make them believe it if you still communicate with them. Like, yeah, you know, but you don't really want to have anything to do with them. Some of you may have already moved on to a whole new relationship, but you do still acknowledge it was what it was when you were with them, if that makes sense. It's not all a bad person, is what I'm trying to say. Their feelings for you in the future? Still wishing and hoping and praying. You may get a lot of attention, so they may be feeling like there's so many other people you could be with, or you may already have another person, but they would like to kind of meet with you, go on a date, that sort of thing. Your feelings for them in the future? If you are single, you could kind of still be seeing them if the two of you are still in communication and another person. One minute you may feel like, yeah, it's unfortunate. Next minute you may feel like, no, it was really horrible. So you may have mixed feelings about this person in the future. That sort of thing. And if this person is giving you money, if it has turned into a relationship of convenience, Capricorn, leave that person alone, especially if you're the one benefiting from it. Where's it going in the future? One of you will always reminisce and want to come to the other person, but the other person has found peace in their life, and there's kind of no going back. I feel like the two of you are so different of individuals that it may have been fun at first and exciting, but it became very exhausting and unnecessary. I think for you, over time and rather quickly. So I don't feel like you're going to risk your peace and your balance to get to deal with this person, because again, they bring a lot of excitement, but it could be a lot of drama too, and manipulation. That's what I have for Capricorn. Let's look at Aquarius. Well, this person, Aquarius, is in the gym. They're getting their body together. They're getting their mind right. They're traveling. They're buying either a new vehicle, or they're making moves, okay? And they're reestablishing their confidence. How do they see you, Aquarius? As someone who has changed. They may feel like they don't even recognize you or know you anymore. Like you may have taken a different reality, or you may have aligned yourself with people that kind of, you are no longer the same, if that makes sense. How do you see them? As someone who probably gets a lot of attention, or someone who really is healing and who has changed leaps and bounds. Like they're not the same person either, but for them it's really good is how you see them. Like they're gotten a lot better, if that makes sense. What broke up the relationship? Not really. Someone sensing that something wasn't right. There could have been a lot of secrets that was hidden, and it may not even all have come out, but someone's nudges and hunches and feelings just was definite. They couldn't ignore it. And so the two of you, it may have been a realization of like, we're not even together. We're living this farce of a reality. We might as well just part ways, if that makes sense. Their feelings for you in the future, they're still going to want you. They still daydream about the relationship you had, what you could have in the future. They want you like a relationship. Your feelings for them in the future. If it's not a relationship, because a Hierophant doesn't always mean a relationship. It just means being appropriate. If they have to engage and deal with you, they're going to always be appropriate, be respectful, and do right by you, if that makes any sense. But I do sense that this person is wanting a relationship with you. You're going to have mixed feelings about them, highs and lows, especially if the two of you have children. There's still a reason to be in each other's lives. You will cooperate, you will do your part. But if, as far as like kind of how you feel about wanting them, highs and lows. The future between the two of you, stress, drama. What is going on here? What happened? This could even be a fight or fallout, some type of harsh words exchange between the two of you. It does kind of get better, but it may make one of you feel like it's best that we kind of stay away from one another. One of you may feel like it's just not healthy, or you're not healthy, that type of thing. So I don't see this necessarily coming back together, because again, the two of you are just not in alignment at this time. You're very different people, and one of you require more than what the other person can give, and neither one of you are going to kind of be controlled by the other person. That's what I have for Aquarius. Let's look at Pisces. Okay. Now, this person has moved on, Pisces. They've moved on. They're in a relationship with someone that they're probably going to be in a long-term relationship with. Going on vacations, really spending good time together. So how do they see you, Pisces? Interesting. It's hardworking. They see you as someone that you work. You may be someone that was more focused on work than focused on love, but they also acknowledge that you have a lot of work to do, and a lot of love to give. How do you see them? As someone who gets a lot of attention, who knows a lot of people, who's moved in a lot of spaces, who likes to be independent, and who thrives in life. This person, how you see this person, they thrive in life. They're very successful. They get a lot of attention. They're found in many different spaces in their life. Very cultured person as well. What broke up this relationship? Somebody running hot and cold. One of you just didn't want the relationship anymore, despite the other person trying and trying and trying. It became obvious that someone was bored, they were tired and over it, and wanted something else. Their feelings for you deep down inside, they do dream and reminisce about you, but they also feel like this relationship, whatever it was not the healthiest, okay? Their feelings for you in the future, feeling like they have learned their lesson, that they know better, and that they're closing the cycle with you. Like this may have been very karmic, but this person learned the lesson. So maybe them wanting something with you, it didn't manifest. They met someone else. They learned where they were going wrong, and they may have met someone, and now it's like, okay, thank God I went through it because I've met this person, and now I'm better for it, if that makes any sense. For others of you, some of you could be heading to court. Some of you would be really, they're closing a cycle when it comes to the two of you. And final outcome between the two of you. Honestly, nothing. I feel like the two of you are like two ships passing in the night. I feel like there's a thought of one of you reminiscing about the other person. Both of you probably, if there's any connection, like communication in the future, there will be really nice pleasantries exchange, flirting, if you will, that type of thing. But do know none of it, all of it serves as a distraction. And right now, Pisces, you cannot stand to have distractions. So you would be better off moving on from the situation, because although it felt good and the sex could have been great and the emotions may have been there once upon a time, to continue or even to give this an opportunity again can bring up a lot of mental stresses that will throw you off your game, and you have too many blessings coming your way to tolerate that. That's what I have for you guys. Hopefully it's been helpful. Check me back on the next one. Take care, guys.